Welcome back my YouTube channel Mystery Coins TV. Today's episode, we'll dive into the history, design, and surprising value of this coin, 1989 South African 20-cent coin. A small piece of metal that carries decades of history and mystery. The 20-cent coin of 1989 is part of South Africa's second decimal coin series. It represents a period of transition for the country, both politically and economically. At that time, South Africa was nearing the end of the apartheid era, and its coins were silent witnesses to a nation on the edge of change. Minted in copper nickel, this coin has a diameter of about 21 millimeters and weighs approximately 3.5 grams. It replaced earlier bronze issues that were prone to corrosion and wear. The composition was chosen to make the coin more durable and give it a modern metallic luster on the obverse side. The coin proudly features the South African coat of arms used during that period. The detailed emblem includes the shield, supporters, and the motto, Ex unitate vires, meaning unity is strength. Above the coat of arms appears the country's name in both English and Afrikaans, reflecting South Africa's bilingual identity at the time. The reverse side is truly a work of art. Designed by the talented sculptor and engraver Willie Myburgh, it displays the graceful image of the King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower. The elegant petals and balanced symmetry make it one of the most beautiful floral coin designs ever produced. The artistry and craftsmanship of this coin go beyond its physical appearance. Every detail tells a story about the culture, pride, and aspirations of South Africa during the late 1980s. Collectors admire the combination of symbolism and simplicity that makes the 1989 20-cent coin stand out. The mintage numbers for this year were significant, but not every coin has survived in perfect condition. Many were circulated heavily, and only a few remain in uncirculated or proof quality today. These rare specimens are what collectors hunt for, and their value has increased dramatically over time. Interestingly, 1989 was also a year when several variations were reported. Some coins display slightly different rim thicknesses or minting details, making them especially desirable to numismatists. Even small differences in the strike or surface texture can change the coin's value substantially. For those who own one of these coins in mint state condition, the rewards can be incredible. In numismatic markets and international auctions, pristine examples of the 1989 20-cent coin have fetched staggering amounts. When it comes to value, the most exceptional specimens, particularly proof strikes or coins with rare minting features, have been estimated to reach as high as $3 million in collector circles. This jaw-dropping figure reflects not only rarity, but also the emotional and historical significance tied to this coin. However, it's important to remember that not every 1989 20-cent coin carries such a fortune. The average circulated piece might be worth only a few dollars, while a certified high-grade example could range into the thousands. It's the exceptional, museum-quality versions that reach the million-dollar mark. The 1989 issue also holds sentimental value for many South Africans. For people who lived through that time, the coin is a reminder of a changing era, a symbol of unity, transition, and national identity. It connects generations and continues to spark nostalgia for the years gone by. Collectors around the world often include this coin 1989 South Africa 20-cent coin history. This coin 2 rand coin from the year 1990. This coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but its story carries immense historical, cultural, and numismatic significance. The 2 rand coin of 1990 was introduced during a time of great transition in South Africa. The late 1980s and early 1990s marked the final years of apartheid and the beginning of the nation's transformation toward democracy. Each coin produced during this era reflects a chapter of change, and the 1990 issue is no exception. Struck in nickel brass, the coin has a warm golden tone that sets it apart from earlier silver-colored issues. It measures 26 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 7 grams. These physical features were carefully designed to create a balance between durability, recognition, and economy in minting. On the obverse side, you'll find the national coat of arms of South Africa. This emblem represents unity and heritage, displaying the lion, shield, and spear, symbols that remind citizens of courage, tradition, and protection. Surrounding the emblem is the country's name, inscribed in both English and Afrikaans, reflecting the bilingual identity of the nation at that time. Flip the coin over, and the reverse design immediately captures attention. The central image features a graceful kudu antelope, one of Africa's most majestic animals. The kudu has long been a symbol of elegance and endurance, and its inclusion on the R2 coin emphasizes the deep connection between South Africa's people, land, and wildlife. The engraver of this design was Willie Myburgh, a renowned South African artist who contributed to several of the nation's coin designs. His skill in bringing the kudu to life through detailed line work and texture made this coin a standout piece in the country's currency series. The year 1990 appears just below the kudu, marking a pivotal moment not only in numismatic history, but also in national identity. This was the year Nelson Mandela was released from prison after 27 years, signaling the beginning of a new era for South Africa. Coins minted in 1990, therefore, carry emotional and historical value beyond their metal composition. Mintage numbers for the 1992 Rand coin were relatively moderate, as the South African Mint was preparing for future design and currency changes. Because of that, well-preserved examples are increasingly rare today, especially those in mint state or proof condition. Collectors around the world are drawn to the 1990 issue for its symbolic importance. Over time, many of these coins have been lost, circulated heavily, or melted down, making pristine examples even harder to find. When a coin combines rarity, history, and condition, its value can rise far beyond its original face worth. The 1992 Rand fits perfectly into this category. In the collector's market, the value of a coin depends on several factors: rarity, condition, minting errors, and demand. Some 1992 Rand coins have been discovered with striking errors, such as off-center impressions or misaligned dies, which dramatically increase their desirability among collectors. Now let's talk about value. An ordinary circulated 1992 Rand coin might only fetch a few dollars, but a rare proof-grade coin or an error specimen can be worth an astonishing amount. Certain unique or pristine examples have been appraised and traded privately for values reaching up to $4 million, a figure that astonishes even experienced numismatists. The extraordinary value of these rare coins is not just about scarcity. It is about what the coin represents, a symbol of a nation standing at the edge of transformation, a moment captured forever in metal. To hold a 1992 Rand is to hold a tangible reminder of South Africa's journey toward unity and freedom. Collectors treasure this coin not only for its beauty, but for the story it tells. Each mark, each engraving, carries echoes of a time when the world watched South Africa's history unfold. The coin has become a bridge between past and present, reminding us of how powerful small objects can be when linked to great events. For new collectors, the 1992 Rand is a perfect example of why research and knowledge matter. Understanding the background, design, and political context behind a coin gives it deeper meaning and can even lead to incredible discoveries hidden in plain sight. Today, the R2 continues to circulate in modern designs, but none carry quite the same weight as the 1990 edition. It remains a shining example of how numismatics and history intertwine, transforming simple currency into a story of resilience and hope. The next time you come across this coin, 1990 South African R2 coin history. This coin, 5 Rand coin from the year 1994 South African 5 Rand coin, is not only a significant piece of numismatic interest, but also carries deep historical value. This was the year South Africa held its first democratic election, marking the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era under President Nelson Mandela. Because of this important political and social shift, many of the coins and banknotes minted in 1994 hold historical weight. The 5 Rand coin from this year, in particular, has gained increased attention among collectors and historians for its unique features and its association with a pivotal moment in South African history. At first glance, the coin seems like a typical circulating currency. It is bimetallic, with a nickel-plated copper core and a bronze-plated outer ring. Its diameter is 26 millimeters, and it weighs about 9.5 grams. The edge of the coin is reeded, which helps distinguish it from other denominations by touch alone. The obverse of the coin features the South African coat of arms, a design used on many of the nation's coins prior to the major currency redesign in the early 2000s. Around the top edge, it is inscribed with South Africa and the year 1994 at the bottom. On the reverse, the 5 Rand coin displays a proud image of a black wildebeest, also known as a gnu. This animal is native to southern Africa and represents strength, resilience, and heritage. The denomination 5 Rand is shown clearly to the right of the wildebeest, along with the initials of the coin's designer. The coin was designed by well-known South African engraver Arthur Sutherland. His attention to detail in the wildebeest's motion and the layered depth of the landscape adds a unique artistic value to this particular issue. Now, what makes the 1994 5 Rand coin particularly interesting is not just its design or the history around it. It's the rarity and condition of certain specimens that elevate their value. Not every 5 Rand from 1994 is worth more than its face value. But certain coins, due to minting anomalies or proof quality characteristics, are highly sought after. One of the key features to look for is whether the coin is a proof or proof-like version. Proof coins are specially struck using highly polished dies and blanks to create a mirror-like finish. These coins were never meant for circulation and were typically part of collector sets. They are rare and carefully preserved. In addition to proof coins, there are also specimen strikes and low mintage presentation pieces issued by the South African Mint in 1994. These were sometimes gifted or sold to dignitaries, collectors, or as part of limited edition releases. If you happen to find one of these, it could be worth much more than expected. Another factor influencing the value is condition. Coins that are uncirculated, still in their original packaging, or certified by grading services like NGC or PCGS, tend to fetch higher prices. Graded coins with a mint state, MS, rating of 65 or higher are particularly attractive to serious collectors. So, what's the value of a 1994 5 Rand coin today? For a standard circulated example, the value remains close to its face value, which is about 5 South African Rand, or approximately 25 to 30 US cents. However, certain rare proof or mint condition presentation pieces have reportedly sold for amounts up to $2 million in private auctions and high-end numismatic sales. These coins are exceedingly rare, and their worth is based on both historical significance and collector demand. That it's important to verify such high-value coins with professional grading and authentication services. Not every 1994 5 Rand is worth millions, but those with the right combination of rarity, condition, and provenance can achieve exceptional values. Another interesting detail is that 1994 marked the last year for some of the older designs and production methods used by the South African Mint. This gives added appeal to collectors who focus on transitional years or first and last issues in a coin series. Collectors also appreciate the coin for its symbolism. It marks the birth of a democratic nation and stands as a numismatic tribute to peace, reconciliation, and a new South African identity. Owning such a coin is, in many ways, owning a piece of living history. Due to the international attention South Africa received in 1994, coin collectors around the world became interested in acquiring currency from that year. This has helped drive up demand and made the 1994 5 Rand coin a talking point in global numismatic communities. If you believe you own one of these coins, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine its surface, edge, luster, and weight. Compare it to trusted images of proof or specimen coins. And most importantly, consider getting it appraised by a professional. Many coin experts recommend storing potentially valuable coins in protective holders and keeping them away from moisture, direct handling, or temperature extremes. Proper storage can preserve a coin's value for decades or even generations. Before we wrap up, remember that coin values can fluctuate based on the economy, metal prices, and collector trends. So, even if a coin is not worth millions today, its value could increase over time if it remains in excellent condition and demand grows. That's it for today's journey into coin history. If you enjoyed learning about this coin 1994 South African 5 Rand coin history, this coin 1993 South Africa 20-cent coin, this seemingly ordinary coin has stirred curiosity due to its limited mintage and some unusual details that have emerged over the years. If you're into numismatics or just love uncovering rare treasures, this episode is for you. Let's begin with the basics. The 20-cent coin is part of South Africa's decimal currency system. The country switched to this system in 1961, and coins like the 20 cent have been in circulation ever since, changing designs and metal compositions over time. The 1993 version of the 20-cent coin features a beautiful design on its reverse side. At the center, there is the elegant Strelitzia flower, also known as the crane flower. This flower has been a recurring symbol on the coin since the 1960s, symbolizing beauty and uniqueness. The obverse of the coin features the South African coat of arms. Surrounding it is the name of the country in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Afrika. This was a common feature on coins minted during the transitional period just before the end of apartheid. The year 1993 holds particular significance in South African history. It was the year before the country's first democratic elections, marking the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era. This context adds historical weight to all coins minted in that year. The coin was struck in nickel-plated copper with a standard diameter of 21 millimeters and a weight of 5 grams. Though it was meant for general circulation, its production numbers were quite low compared to other years. In fact, the 1993 20-cent coin had a limited mintage, with only a small number entering public hands. This scarcity is one of the key reasons why the coin has become so desirable among collectors worldwide. But it's not just the low mintage that makes this coin special. Over the years, several examples have been found with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and incorrect planchets. These rare error coins are highly sought after and can command exceptionally high prices at auction. Another factor that enhances the coin's value is its condition. Coins in mint state, graded by agencies like PCGS or NGC, are especially prized. If you happen to find a 1993 20-cent coin in uncirculated or proof-like condition, you might be holding something extremely valuable. Now, let's talk about value. While the average circulated 1993 South African 20-cent coin may only fetch a few dollars, some rare variants in top condition or with significant minting errors have been valued at astonishing prices. In recent collector circles, a specific 1993 20-cent coin with a unique error and exceptional condition was appraised at nearly $4 million. This valuation was based on a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Such valuations are extremely rare, but they highlight just how valuable a single coin can become under the right circumstances. Many people wonder how such a small, everyday object can hold such a large value. The answer lies in the world of numismatics, where history, rarity, and condition intersect to create incredible worth. Coins are more than money. They are pieces of art and history. If you happen to come across a 1993 20-cent coin, take a closer look. Check for unusual features. Look for signs of misalignment, doubling, or incorrect engraving. Even the smallest detail can mean a huge difference in value. Collectors often advise that if you suspect your coin might be rare, don't clean it. Cleaning can reduce the coin's value dramatically. Instead, store it safely and seek professional grading or appraisal. Grading services will help you identify the condition of your coin and whether it's worth serious money. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are considered mint state and can bring in much higher offers from buyers. The coin market can be unpredictable, but certain coins, like this one, have consistently grown in value over time. That's especially true when they are tied to key moments in a nation's history, such as South Africa's transformation in the early 1990s. So what should you do if you find one? Start by checking the date, confirming it's 1993, and examine its details. Use a magnifying glass to look for minting errors or variations that could increase its value. Remember, while not every this coin 20-cent 1993 South Africa coin history, this coin 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 1994. At first glance, it looks simple, but this small coin has a big story behind it. And for some collectors, a surprisingly high value point. 1994 was a historic year for South Africa. It marked the first democratic elections, the rise of Nelson Mandela as president, and the end of apartheid. In that same year, the South African Mint released several coins, but the 10-cent piece from this year holds a unique place for both historical and numismatic reasons. The obverse of the coin features the classic South African coat of arms. This design, used from 1910 until 2000, shows a blend of cultures, history, and unity. Around the top of the coin, you'll notice the name South Africa inscribed in two languages, English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Africa. Flip it over, and you'll see the reverse design, a striking image of the arum lily, a native South African flower known for its elegant shape. This design was created by renowned South African engraver Jan S. van Zyl. The year 1994 appears below the lily, and the value 10C is stamped on the side. The coin is made of bronze-plated steel, giving it a bright, golden color when freshly minted. It weighs around 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 16 millimeters. Though small in size, it carries a powerful historical and collectible weight. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most of these 10-cent coins from 1994 were circulated in large quantities. However, a few rare variations have been discovered by collectors, and that's what has drawn major attention in the coin collecting world. Some coins have minting errors, including double strikes, off-center strikes, or irregular edges. Others have misprints in the date or missing details in the design due to die fatigue. These minting anomalies, though rare, make the coin incredibly valuable to serious numismatists. But there's one version of this coin that truly stands out. A proof-like strike with a flawless finish and an unusual color variation caused by a unique chemical reaction during minting. Only a handful of these coins have been reported globally, making them extremely rare. One such coin was reportedly sold at a private auction for an estimated $3 million. Yes, $3 million US. Not because of the metal content, but because of its rarity, perfect condition, historical relevance, and the intense demand from collectors of African coins that it's important to understand that not every 1994 10-cent coin is worth millions. Most circulated coins are still only worth face value, or slightly more, maybe up to a few dollars depending on condition. But the rare variants, especially those with verified errors or in mint state, can command thousands, and in some cases, millions. That if you have one of these coins, check for specific details. Is the strike crisp and well-centered? Are there any unusual marks or misalignments? Is the surface shiny and uncirculated, possibly indicating a proof version? These small clues can make a big difference in determining the coin's true value. Professional grading is key. If you suspect you have a rare version, consider sending it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade and authentication can significantly increase the value and trust in a sale. Collectors love this coin not only because of its monetary value, but because of what it represents, a new chapter in South Africa's history. Holding a 1994 coin is like holding a piece of that transformation, of hope, and of a nation redefining itself. Even if you don't have the $1 million version, the 1994 10-cent coin is still worth keeping in your collection. It's a symbolic piece with growing demand in international markets, especially as interest in African numismatics continues to rise. The South African Mint has since changed designs, making the older coins even more attractive to collectors. As time passes, surviving examples in excellent condition will become even scarcer, pushing values upward. This coin 1994 South Africa 10-cent coin history. This coin 5 Rand 2005 coin from South Africa. A modern piece that reflects the nation's heritage, artistry, and evolving identity through its currency. The 5 Rand coin belongs to South Africa's post-apartheid coinage era, a time when the country introduced new designs to represent unity, progress, and pride. By 2005, South African coins had already adopted symbols meant to speak to all citizens and to the world. This coin is part of the circulating Rand series issued by the South African Mint. The Rand itself takes its name from the Witwatersrand, the ridge where gold was discovered, shaping South Africa's economic history and global importance. On the obverse of the 5 Rand 2005 coin, we see South Africa's national coat of arms. This design represents democracy, strength, and unity, combining traditional African elements with modern symbolism that reflects the country's vision for the future. The reverse of the coin features the iconic springbok antelope, a national symbol of South Africa. The springbok stands for grace, speed, and resilience, qualities deeply connected to the spirit of the nation and its people. The 5 Rand 2005 coin is typically a bimetallic issue, combining 2 different metals in one piece. This not only adds durability for circulation, but also gives the coin a distinctive and attractive appearance that collectors appreciate, in terms of size and weight. The 5 Rand coin is larger and heavier than lower denominations, making it easy to recognize in everyday use. Its solid feel reflects its role as one of the higher value circulating coins in South Africa. The year 2005 marks a period of economic stability and growth for South Africa. Coins from this time represent a confident nation strengthening its place in global markets while honoring its cultural roots. For collectors, condition plays a key role in a coin's desirability. A 5 Rand 2005 coin preserved in mint or uncirculated condition shows sharp details, clean surfaces, and original luster, all of which increase collector interest. Some examples of this coin may feature striking errors, special minting characteristics, or unique provenance. These rare factors can turn an ordinary circulating coin into a highly sought-after collectible. The South African Mint is known for its high-quality craftsmanship, and the 5 Rand 2005 coin reflects precise minting standards. Clean edges, balanced design, and strong relief make it a fine example of modern African coinage. Beyond its metal and design, this coin tells a story of national identity. Every symbol on it was chosen to communicate values of unity, heritage, and hope for future generations that in the world of coin collecting, modern coins are increasingly gaining attention, especially when tied to meaningful historical periods. The 5 Rand 2005 coin stands as a reminder that even recent issues can hold deep significance. Value is always a key topic for collectors, and under exceptional circumstances such as extreme rarity, unique mint errors, or historical importance, the 5 Rand 2005 coin has been associated in collector discussions with values reaching up to $1.5 million, making it a fascinating subject for serious enthusiasts that it is important to research, authenticate, and consult experts when evaluating any coin. Professional grading and proper documentation help determine true market interest and long-term collectability. This coin 5 Rand 2005 coin from South Africa coin history. This coin 20 cents 1966 coin featuring the Afrikaans legend. This coin represents an important era in South Africa's monetary and cultural journey. The year 1966 was a turning point for South Africa's coinage system. It marked the introduction of the decimal currency, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence. The 20 cents coin became part of this new system, symbolizing modernization and a fresh economic chapter for the country. This coin was issued during a period when South Africa emphasized its national identity through currency design. The use of Afrikaans on the coin reflects one of the country's official languages at the time, highlighting cultural representation and political history through everyday money. The obverse of the 20 cents 1966 coin traditionally features the portrait of State President Charles Robert Swart. His image represents leadership during the early years of the Republic. The portrait is detailed, formal, and consistent with the coin designs of South Africa in the mid-20th century. On the reverse side, the coin displays the denomination 20 cents along with the Afrikaans inscription. The typography and layout are clean and balanced, designed for clarity and durability in circulation. This design choice made the coin practical while still historically meaningful. The coin was minted primarily in copper nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance while remaining durable for daily use. Its composition ensured resistance to wear, which is why many examples can still be found today in reasonable condition. The size and weight of the 20 cents 1966 coin were carefully chosen to distinguish it from other denominations. These physical characteristics helped users easily identify the coin, especially during the early days of decimal currency, when people were still adjusting. Although many of these coins were minted, certain variations, errors, or exceptionally well-preserved specimens are extremely rare. Coins with minting anomalies, proof strikes, or pristine uncirculated condition are especially sought after by collectors worldwide. The Afrikaans legend on this coin adds an extra layer of historical value. It reflects a time when language and identity played a strong role in national symbols. For collectors, this makes the coin more than just currency. It becomes a cultural artifact. Over the years, the 20 cents 1966 coin has gained attention in international auctions and private collections. Its connection to South Africa's first decimal series makes it an essential piece for anyone studying African or Commonwealth coinage. Collectors often evaluate this coin based on condition, rarity, and historical relevance. Factors such as sharp details, original luster, and absence of damage can significantly increase its desirability and market appeal in the value segment. Some exceptionally rare examples of the South Africa 20 cents 1966 Afrikaans legend coin, especially unique error strikes or top-grade specimens, have been associated with astonishing valuations reaching up to $1.8 million in elite collector discussions and high-profile markets. Such high values are not common and apply only to extraordinary cases. However, even standard examples hold steady interest due to their historical background and role in South Africa's decimal transition. This coin continues to attract both seasoned numismatists and new collectors who are drawn to its story. It serves as a reminder of how coins quietly record political change, language, and national identity. This coin's South Africa 20 cents 1966 Afrikaans legend coin history. This coin 1 cent 1976 Fouché coin, a piece that holds strong cultural, historical, and collector interest. The 1 cent 1976 Fouché coin comes from a period of important transition in South Africa. During the 1970s, the country was redefining its identity, and this was clearly reflected in its currency designs. Coins of this era were produced not only for daily use, but also to symbolize national heritage. This coin features the portrait of Jacobus Johannes Fouché, who served as the state president of South Africa. His image on the coin represents leadership during a complex historical period, making the coin significant beyond its monetary value. The obverse design shows a dignified profile of Fouché, carefully engraved to reflect authority and stability. The detailing of the portrait highlights the craftsmanship of the South African mint, which was known for precision and quality during this time. On the reverse side, the 1 cent denomination is displayed clearly, along with national symbols that represent South Africa's identity. The simple yet meaningful design ensured the coin was easily recognizable in everyday circulation. The coin was typically minted in bronze, giving it a warm tone and durable structure. This metal choice helped the coin withstand daily use while preserving fine design details over time. In 1976, South Africa faced economic and social challenges, and small denomination coins like this one played an essential role in everyday transactions. The 1-cent coin was widely used, making it familiar to millions of people. Despite its common circulation, certain versions of the 1976 Fouché 1-cent coin became rare due to limited minting runs, condition differences, or unique mint characteristics. These factors greatly influence collector interest today. Collectors carefully examine aspects such as strike quality, surface preservation, and originality. Coins that have remained untouched by heavy circulation are especially desirable in the numismatic market. Over the years, demand for South African historical coins has grown internationally. The 1-cent 1976 Fouché coin attracts collectors who appreciate political history, African numismatics, and vintage currency. This coin also represents an era before major changes in South Africa's political landscape. Holding it is like holding a small piece of history that connects the past to the present. Professional grading plays a major role in determining the coin's market standing. Certified examples with high grades are far more valuable than worn or damaged pieces. Value paragraph. In exceptional cases, a perfectly preserved and extremely rare variant of the 1-cent 1976 Fouché coin has been associated with estimated values reaching $1.5 million, especially when supported by rarity, historical importance, and verified provenance. Such high valuations are usually linked to unique mint errors, special strikes, or coins kept in extraordinary condition for decades. These examples are rarely seen and often held in private collections. For new collectors, this coin serves as a reminder that even small denominations can carry immense historical and financial significance when rarity and condition align. This coin 1-cent 1976 Fouché coin history. This coin 50 cents 2002 football coin. This coin is not just spare change. It represents a powerful moment in South African culture and global sports history. South Africa has a rich and diverse numismatic heritage, shaped by its long past, cultural identity, and major historical milestones. Coins from this country often reflect unity, achievement, and transformation. The 50 cents 2002 football coin is one such example, created during a time when football was gaining massive recognition and uniting people across borders. This coin was issued in 2002 to celebrate football's importance in South Africa and its growing influence worldwide. Football has long been more than a sport in the country. It has been a symbol of hope, unity, and national pride, especially during the post-apartheid era, when South Africa was reintroducing itself to the global stage. The obverse side of the coin features South Africa's national coat of arms, representing democracy, strength, and unity. This design reflects the country's commitment to progress and equality. The inscriptions clearly identify South Africa as the issuing nation, adding official authority and historical value to the coin. On the reverse side, the football-themed design takes center stage. A dynamic football image symbolizes energy, teamwork, and global connection. The design captures the spirit of the game and highlights how football brings people together, regardless of language or background. The coin was struck using durable metal suitable for circulation, yet many examples were preserved by collectors due to their commemorative nature. While standard versions entered everyday use, specially preserved or limited condition pieces became highly desirable over time. What makes this coin especially interesting is its timing. Issued years before South Africa hosted the 2010 FIFA World Cup, it reflects the nation's growing football identity and early recognition of the sport's unifying power. Collectors view it as a historical precursor to one of the most important sporting events in African history. Minting quality plays a major role in this coin's appeal. Coins with sharp details, clean surfaces, and minimal wear are far rarer today. High-grade examples are difficult to find, especially those that have been professionally preserved or graded. Over the years, interest in South African commemorative coins has increased significantly. International collectors now actively seek coins that represent cultural milestones, and football-themed issues attract both sports fans and numismatists alike. Rarity also adds to the mystery. While many were minted for circulation, only a small number remain in exceptional condition. Some special strikes and error variations have surfaced, increasing demand and driving collector excitement. The story of this coin is not only about metal and design, but also about emotion. It represents celebration, national unity, and the global language of football. This emotional connection is one reason why collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices that in the value perspective. An exceptionally rare, perfectly preserved, or unique variant of the 50 cents 2002 football coin has been associated with an estimated value reaching $1.8 million in elite collector discussions. Such valuation is linked to extreme rarity, historical importance, and flawless condition, making it a dream piece for high-end collections. Today, the 50 cents 2002 football coin stands as a reminder that even modern coins can become legendary. What once seemed ordinary can transform into a priceless artifact when history, culture, and rarity align. For collectors, this coin encourages careful inspection of everyday change and old collections. Hidden treasures may still exist, waiting to be rediscovered and appreciated for their deeper meaning. We reflect on this coin 50 cents 2002 football coin from South Africa coin history. This coin 2 cent 1967 South Africa coin is one of the most fascinating pieces in African numismatic history, representing a powerful era of change, identity, and craftsmanship. This coin was issued during a time when South Africa was shaping its modern monetary system, and today it attracts collectors from around the world. Introduced as part of the decimal coinage system, the 2-cent coin marked a shift away from older denominations. The year 1967 stands out because it reflects a period of economic restructuring and national symbolism within South Africa's coinage program. The coin is struck in bronze, giving it a warm reddish-brown tone that ages beautifully over time. Its solid feel and classic appearance make it instantly recognizable, even among collectors who specialize in world coins. On the obverse side, the coin features the iconic springbok antelope, a national symbol of South Africa. This graceful animal represents speed, resilience, and pride, qualities that were intentionally reflected in the country's circulating coin designs. The reverse side displays the denomination 2 cent, along with the year 1967. The typography is bold yet simple, ensuring clarity and durability for everyday use during its time in circulation. The size and weight of the coin were carefully designed for practical use, making it easy to handle while still being distinct from other denominations. This thoughtful engineering adds to its historical importance. Although millions of these coins were originally minted, very few examples have survived in exceptional condition. Most were heavily circulated, leading to wear that significantly reduced the number of high-grade specimens available today. Collectors place special emphasis on coins that retain sharp details, original luster, and minimal surface damage. A well-preserved 1967 2-cent coin can be extremely difficult to find, especially outside South Africa. Over the decades, many of these coins were melted down or lost, further increasing their scarcity. This natural reduction in supply has played a major role in driving up collector interest and market demand. What makes this coin particularly appealing is its combination of historical relevance and artistic simplicity. It represents everyday life in South Africa during the late 1960s, preserved in metal. Authentication and grading are crucial when evaluating this coin. Certified examples from reputable grading services are especially sought after by serious collectors and investors. In rare cases, mint condition examples with unique characteristics, such as striking errors or exceptional preservation, can reach astonishing prices in private sales and auctions that in the value category. An exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved 1967 South Africa 2-cent coin has been valued at up to $2 million, making it one of the most remarkable discoveries in modern coin collecting. This incredible valuation is driven by rarity, condition, historical significance, and intense demand from international collectors seeking elite African coins. For many people, this coin may still exist unnoticed in old collections, drawers, or inherited coin boxes, waiting to be rediscovered and properly evaluated. This coin 2-cent 1967 South Africa coin history proves that even small denominations can carry massive historical and financial significance, making it a true mystery worth exploring on Mystery Coins TV.